Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. LeBron James out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Knicks, Jalen Brunson is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Anunoby in at the 3, the small forward. A couple of star-studded teams going head-to-head here, Clark. Is it all on the big names to win this kind of contest?
You know, many people think that's the case, but I actually am going to have the isolated camera on the others. As a certain guy would say, how much support will these stars get? That's going to be the determining factor.
And they pick up 2.
Well, that's exactly where LeBron wants to go. Almost unstoppable once he gets the ball in the painted area.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Over Doncic. And there's Brunson. That one's good. On the assist from Anunoby.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Reeves, the pass to James. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Before long, we were talking about LeBron James, and he said, he's a focus for us tonight, absolutely. Coach shared, saying in clutch situations, we're ready to double James and be assertive. But I'm sure he knows that. LeBron, as always, on the minds of the opposition. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And the Lakers with possession here, following the bucket by the Knicks.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka gonna cook you.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Anunoby can't get it to go. Reeves against Bridges. Reeves, the pass to Doncic. It's James on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Hart with a screen on Ayton. Towns for 3. He buries it from 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now, here is James. Taking command on offense when they need it. Putting up 21 a game. For New York, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason, Grant.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first-round exit against Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, BA. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center. It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Brunson. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
When he gets near the basket, Brunson can do some major damage.
Smart outside. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. This one for 3. Offensive board. Ayton lays it up and banks it in.
And he's got such great hands. Ayton corrals rebounds and doesn't lose his touch on follow-ups.
Right side Brunson. Up and over Doncic. And it's New York scoring again.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Yeah, he's setting himself up to be their go-to guy today.
Now here's Doncic. And you look at his 33 points a game. A terrific weapon on offense. Smart with another miss. The Knicks with the lead. Brunson passes to Towns. Now Brunson. With some arc. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
James outside. On the wing, Reeves. Smart outside. Gets the 3 ball to go.
He's trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 of 4 to start.
Towns a screen on Doncic. And Brunson, here we go. Towns for 3. James with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Let's go with a 3. Unable to get that one. New York has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Brunson against Doncic. And that one's good for Brunson. Brunson's got 12 points in the game.
When he's hot, Brunson is capital letter hot. There's just so many ways he can hurt you.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. A look at the NBA assist leaders over the last 10 games. Moving the rock with ease. Third is Jalen Brunson. And, of course, Luka Doncic.
The assist totals from both of these guys have been unreal. They've been putting on a show offensively recently.
James up top. Ayton finds Reeves. Doncic outside. Back to Reeves. From outside the arc. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. And it's all knotted up.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 14.
He's off to a fantastic start.
He sure is. 7 for 7 already, and he just looks to be on a different level than everybody else right now.
Now here's Doncic. Coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. They now take the lead.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. They trail by 1. Towns outside. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
James against Hart from 15 feet away. On the wing, Reeves. Last game, 26 points for him. 6 to shoot. And here's Doncic outside. And Los Angeles, another 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic.
Yeah, B.A., he completely dictates the pace. From the opening tip till the final buzzer, he can control the game.
In the summer of 24, Jalen Brunson signed a contract extension, famously signing for less than his max mark.
Yeah, you know, B.A., it was a calculated move by Brunson because he wanted the team to have room to add additional players. If you ask me, that's the kind of winning, selfless attitude you want from the guy who's your franchise player.
That free throw good from Brunson. There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, B.A., for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
And he can't hit the second. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He's set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
And here's Reeves outside. Towns with a rebound. Knicks trail by 3. Outside Brunson. Three-pointer, Bridges. Hits a three-pointer.
Bridges knew there was daylight, using his sleight of hand to get the bucket.
Outside Reeves. Back to James. Smart outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Smart has got 9.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And he gets that one.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And it's Doncic missing. New York has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on LeBron James. Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite three-point threat in this league, Clark.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when you talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for the money, but I'd take Cat as the best three-point shooter of big men in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds. And it's really hard to find anybody that can guard him outside and inside. And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
And it's Doncic missing. The Knicks with the lead. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey team, the Knicks are able to play 5 out, and Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Laravia, taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Doncic on the wing. Doncic with the jam.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
And the Knicks with the possession here. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Checked in for Los Angeles. Make some noise. Alvarado, the pass to Clarkson. Screen by Robinson. There's the triple. And it's Clarkson missing. 4-3. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Los Angeles shooting an excellent 56% in this quarter. Doncic, good. Doncic has got 10 points in the game.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Clarkson outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Kennard finds Doncic. And it's off from three-point range. To the middle. The 6-footer. It's tipped. Laravia outside. Pass to Hayes. Now Doncic. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Shamet. Doncic is gone just 2 of 7 from distance. Clarkson outside. And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Hayes. They've got numbers. And finished off by Hayes.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now here's Alvarado. He's scoreless. Fires the three. The Lakers with a rebound. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Kennard, left side. Pass to Doncic. Out to Hachimura. Here's the three. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 4th assist in this one.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic on the wing. Fade away. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
I just love the ball movement.
Looking to end the run. Nice. Gets his 2nd bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And here's Doncic outside. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. The Lakers on top. They lead by 8. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And also, I like how they've let it fly from the 3-point line. Shooting with confidence so far in this one.
They've got Jose Alvarado. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Shaman in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Now here's Reeves. Pass to Hayes. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 5. Reeves, the pass to Hachimura. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, B.A., building their draft assets. They cast them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
Reeves, the pass to Laravia. Now Hayes. Outside Reeves. Again, Los Angeles.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Right wing. Pass to Shaman. The 3. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Robinson knows his strength and great value is on the offensive glass. Got himself a hoop that time, too.
Reeves finds Hayes. Laravia outside. Back to Hayes. Kennard on the wing. Buries it from 3. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They've had a hard time shutting down the 3-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Now here's Towns. His last outing, we saw him score 13. And Alvarado gets it to go.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Hachimura. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. And he makes it. Hachimura's got 5 points.
Nice job by Hachimura. He is so good below the foul line.
Clarkson against Kennard. Clarkson, right side. From deep. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6. Los Angeles leading by 7. Pass to Hayes. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And this matchup with Los Angeles, their first meeting of the season.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
For the Knicks, OG Anunoby's checked in for Shamet. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And Brunson is subbed in for Alvarado. And then for Los Angeles, Smart's checked in for LaRavia. And James is subbed in for Kennard. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brunson finds Towns. Back to Brunson. Over James. And it's Brunson missing.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
James deciding where to go with it. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Gone for the lob, and stolen by Hayes. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Smart, and it's New York with a rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Going through the defense, Robinson flexing for the and-one chance.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And Los Angeles making a change here. Doncic checked in.
First personal. First team foul. Mitchell Robinson at the line. One shot.
Oh, free throw no good for Robinson. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Here's Brunson. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Towns. Towns drops the hammer.
Big Cat says, take that.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Back to Reeves. Launches a 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Reeves has got 8 points.
Zero hesitation from Reeves that time. He never lacks confidence.
Towns passes to Brunson. Doncic with a block. Hachimura outside. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, BA, and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
New York making a switch here. Hart's checked in, and then for Los Angeles, DeAndre Ayton comes in for Hayes, and LeBron subbed in for Reeves. Free throw no good for Hachimura.
Yeah, you could sum up Rui Hachimura by calling him a pro's pro, a hard worker, and a guy that just continues to add value to his team.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Austin Reeves.
Yeah, it's amazing to see him continue to get better. We weren't sure if he could raise his game any higher. Well, he has. And when a star player keeps getting better every year, it speaks to his desire and work ethic.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hayes is checked in. Smart outside. Oh, there's Doncic catching some airtime.
Luka Magic has been on display tonight. He is in full control, piling up points.
Outside Hart. Back to Brunson to end the run. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
He has certainly shot the ball well here, trying to lift his team up.
Pass to James. Shoots over Anunoby. Tough shot from LeBron.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Knicks trail by 13. Towns down low. Is covered by Ayton. Towns, that's good. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
Give him credit. Improving in the second quarter. Just great adjustments.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Only 5 games left to go, and then it's playoff time. Let's check in on the East. You take a look at New York. Right now, they rank 3rd in the conference, aiming for a high seed in the postseason.
Well, right now, for New York, their focus is shifting now to the playoffs. Now, they could wrap up a good seed, and of course, it's a matter of playing their best basketball to close out this regular season.
Now here's Doncic. 17 points in the game. Over Brunson, and it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Hart. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
Catching the defender a little out of position that time. Hart gets a chance for a freebie right there.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Clark, last season, Josh Hart played nearly 38 minutes per game, more than anyone else in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't take possessions off. He's an old-school throwback kind of guy. Just a do-it-all player. Doesn't really have a specific position, but you know the effort and the production is going to be there pretty much every night.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. And Clark, for all the excitement around acquiring Luka Doncic, now the Lakers hoping to get him back to the NBA Finals.
Yep, his youth sets them up for the future, B.A., but with LeBron James in the fold, they still want to try to win now.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Here's Brunson, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. All right, Greg, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Brunson. Well, Grant, the Lakers captured the 3 seed last season, but only the 8th best point differential in the West. What does that tell you?
It tells me that they overachieved in the regular season, but a team this star-studded has postseason aspirations as well. That's where they'll look to improve.
Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Both free throws good from Brunson.
Brunson has really developed into such a leader on the floor. He was that way in college. Quiet but assertive, controls the pace and tempo of the game, creates space for his teammates. He's really a coach on the floor in many respects.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. 8-point game. Shots good by Hart.
You know, he does a little bit of everything. When Hart is draining the three-pointer, that's when he's most dangerous.
The 3, James. No good. And here's New York now. They're on an 11-2 run. The 3, and Hart with a basket on the assist from Bridges. And now just a 2-point Laker lead.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, which should help them cut into that deficit.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
In opponent points per game, and overall you like what they've done on the offensive glass, extending possessions. They're top 10 in second chance points.
And they do shoot it at a very high clip. one of the most efficient offenses in the league. They don't take too many bad shots. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Double team on James. And he lobs it up top. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Brunson passes to Robinson. It's Hart on the wing. And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 17, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding.
That's good from Doncic.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
Connects checked in for Hachimura. No good on the second free throw.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. Larabi is checked in for Connect.
Luka Doncic, second personal foul. 4th team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 1 shot.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. So it's Los Angeles now. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier. Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Hart with a screen on Doncic. Here's Brunson outside, and Ayton pulls it down.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Smart against Hart. Here's Laravia. Drops in the 3. Laravia's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Love seeing this from Ayton. Dependable at finding his teammates in their spots.
Outside Brunson. Oh, look at Jalen Brunson. Don't let that size fool you.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Luka Doncic has studied LeBron James' game for a long time, and now they're teammates. Luka said, "It's a dream come true. I always look up to him. I think we both make our teams better. Our IQ is very high. Just having 2 guys like that on the court helps the whole team out." Back over to you, Brian.
Quite a tandem. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Brunson. 26 points for him last game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
In total command of the offense. The passing was insane, especially when you consider how many points he put up.
And so it's Ayton with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Brunson against Doncic. Pass to Laravia. Smart for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And you have to avoid getting too physical with Brunson because he'll get these calls.
He's had 5 opportunities at the line. He's gone 4 for 5.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one's off.
Missing at the line can be contagious. Unfortunately for them, it's been a season-long issue.
And the Lakers with some changes. Reeves comes in for Larabia, and it's Smith in for Doncic. And he's good on the second.
Much more assertive offensively in the second quarter. He's putting a lot of pressure on this defense and, as a result, earning trips to the line.
Now here's Smith. He's averaging about 6 points per game. And here's Ayton. Pass to Smith from the arc. Connects from downtown. Smith's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
A dead-eye shooter, Nick Smith, is great from three-point land. That might be his biggest asset to this team.
Here's Bridges. 14 points for him last game against Charlotte.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Reeves. They trail by 1. Back to James. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Hufkin, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. And it's Smart missing.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Pass to Brunson. Outside Hart. Let's go with a 3. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Knicks out in front, leading by 1. Well, now we have with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
You take a look at the Lakers. They're in good position, definitely among the top teams in the conference.
And just as important as the seeding is how you're playing down the stretch. They're trying to dial it in. Well, as we check out the results of the first half for the Lakers, it's been neck and neck.
We've talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation. That allows them to play matchups.
So why aren't they ahead in this game? And I'll tell you why. The starters have to do more.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
The Knicks with the lead. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. DeAndre Ayton is out there with James. And it's Smart in at the small forward position. Now here's Reeves. Doncic on the wing. Pass to Ayton. James with the ball. Smart outside. Off target from three-point range. Towns looking for an opening. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Left side Hart. And he gets it to go. Hart's got 9.
You really see Hart's athleticism inside. I mean, he can bounce, he can twist and turn, really good body control. Whatever it takes to score, he usually can make it happen.
Now here's Doncic. They get the rebound. Shot is good by Reeves.
What a save by Reeves. He saw what was happening ahead of time and was one step ahead of that play.
Hart with a screen on Doncic. Down low. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. This will be his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
LeBron James. 3rd, first team foul. Josh Hart at the line. 1 shot.
Free throw good. Hart.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 18. It's James on the wing. Kicks it to Doncic. The three-pointer off the mark.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
For 3, Bridges. Rebound by the Lakers. Reeves has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to James. Now Ayton. Here's Doncic. The 3-ball. Jalen Brunson grabs a miss.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the 3rd quarter.
New York working the ball around now. Now Towns. Outside Brunson. New York needs to get off a shot here. This one for 3. New York again can't hit. Lakers trail by 4. Doncic on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Pass to Ayton. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. And it's 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Wow. Ayton basically shrugging off the defense inside.
Bridges outside. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Brunson against Doncic. Doncic with a block.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guards.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. All right, let's take some time now to see which 2 guards have been posting the best shooting percentages from the field this year. The 4th spot held by Austin Reeves.
I mean, just a terrific group. All of these players are in danger of getting red hot from outside at any given moment.
And not only can they light it up from the perimeter, but they get their buckets getting to the rim as well. I mean, aggressive moves to the basket are always going to help your shooting percentage. You got to get some easy ones to shoot a high percentage.
For Los Angeles, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Smart outside. Back to Doncic. James outside. And here's Reeves outside. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, Reeves takes a bunch of three-pointers, and he connects on a lot of them.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They trail by 1. To the inside. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Ayton. James with the ball. Hard covering. Good D. Better O from LeBron.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
Towns outside. Shoots over Ayton. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Towns has got 12 points in the game.
They force in close. When Towns smells that rim, he goes right to it.
Double team on James. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Brunson passes to Bridges. Back to Brunson. And that's good from 17 feet. Brunson's got 33.
Well, his scoring has helped him build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Doncic outside. James deciding where to go with it. Nothing can slow James down. What a drive.
You know, it's really hard for me to say if there's ever been anyone better at finishing through contact than LeBron. He's just so big and strong and fast, too.
Here's Brunson. Banked it in off the glass. Brunson's gotten 4 this quarter. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
James. Nice work inside from James.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
All right, fans. It's game time. Get ready to dance.
First in shooting percentage, and also they're in the top half of the league in points off turnovers. Quick to get the ball up court when an opposing player coughs it up.
And you really can't emphasize enough how impressive their field goal percentage is. They run their game plan so well and know how to get the shots they want. New York has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Outside Hart. Towns, left side. Shoots over Ayton. No good off the back of the rim. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Outside Reeves. Smart outside. The shot's good on the assist by James. And now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Getting the ball and taking his shot, Smart makes it look almost effortless.
Back to Doncic. Ayton, the screen on Brunson. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Doncic has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Since hitting 2 triples in the first half, he's been non-existent from out there. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now here's Bridges. He has 6. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Outside Anunoby. And here's Brunson from the arc. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. James, right side. The fadeaway. And it's New York with a rebound.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Towns finds Brunson. Anunoby on the wing. Knocks it down from distance. Anunoby's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's one of the things that makes Anunoby so valuable offensively. I mean, he's always a threat, even if he doesn't have the ball.
82.
Doncic passes to Reeves. Back to Doncic. Fires the 3. And Anunoby pulls it down.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Here's Towns. Towns showing some fight inside.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
And there's James from the arc. And it's New York with a rebound. Anunoby's got 5 rebounds in the game. It's hard to find a more impactful player in a complementary role than OG Anunoby.
Yeah, you're speaking facts right there. He's a switchable defender. Offensively, he's at his best spotting up, and he can attack in transition effectively. I mean, I think he's the kind of player that not only does every team want, he's the kind of guy that every team needs.
Looking to find the rhythm he had in the first half. That's now his 4th three-pointer of the game.
Brunson passes to Towns. Back to Brunson. Sneaking inside. It's Brunson.
And man, you gotta appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high percentage shots.
James outside. Back to Doncic. The 3 is up. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his 2nd triple of the half, his 5th overall.
To the left wing. Ayton against Towns. 5 to shoot. Here's Bridges. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Bridges playing right through the whistle that time. Love that determination.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
One of the NBA's Iron Men, Mikal Bridges, has remained remarkably healthy and efficient for most of his career so far.
Now here's Reeves. He's got 13. Kennard for 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Alvarado with it. He's covered by Reeves. Robinson, a screen on Reeves. Here's Alvarado. New York again can't hit.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Now here's Alvarado. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Robinson finds Bridges. Robinson, a screen on Reeves. Bridges misses.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Here's Larabia. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That's on Mikal Bridges. Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good for the Knicks. Huck Porty's checked in for Sohan. And it's Shamet in for Bridges. And so he makes both from the line. There's a minute 12 left in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Alvarado. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Austin Reeves picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
First free throw is good. Good on both. So it's Los Angeles now. They've led by as many as 14. 50 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Kennard can't get it to go.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Now here's Alvarado. He's covered by Reeves. Alvarado, left side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Shaman. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Jackson Hayes at the line. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he drops it first. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Alvarado outside. 3-pointer. And the basket by Shaman. Shaman's got 6.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Lakers lead.
That shot is off. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's Los Angeles up by 3. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Jose Alvarado, and then it's Landry Shamet, then there's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Towns in at the 4 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Knicks trail by 3. Pass to Shamet. New York working the ball around now. Now Alvarado. Clarkson outside. Here's Shamet. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. Well, Los Angeles shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. And finished off by Hayes.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
And New York has possession. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. And the basket by Towns.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
99-96.
Here's Kennard. Pass to Reeves. Now Hayes puts up the 8-footer, and he gets it to go off the front iron. Hayes has gotten 4 this quarter.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense. Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Outside Reeves. Hachimura, the pass to Kennard. Here's Hayes. Again, Los Angeles.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Knicks trail by 7. Alvarado, pass to Towns. It as the shot clock ticks down.
Boy, that sharp awareness of Towns. Clock running out. He just beats him.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
Your next city game.
New York making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Kleba, he's checked in for Kennard. And Doncic has subbed in for Reeves. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what J.J. Redick was saying to the team. And Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Kleba. Pass to Hachimura. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Robinson. Now here's Towns. He's checked by Kleba. Fades. And there's Towns on the assist from Robinson. 20 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Lakers lead 105.
Arabia outside. Here's Doncic. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Tell you what, guys, that's not an easy finish, but somehow Doncic makes it look rather effortless.
Alvarado's checked in for Shamet.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Doncic. And here's Brunson. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Monday, they'll face off against Trae Young and the Washington Wizards. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Evan Mobley and the Cleveland Cavaliers. He misses the free throw. OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. Bridges comes in for Alvarado. Marcus Smart's checked in for the Lakers. Good on the second one.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
The Lakers lead by 7. Doncic passes to Arabia. Back to Doncic. Takes a 3. Doncic! Count it!
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Towns outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Towns has got 12 points here in the second half.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
Now here's Anunoby. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Wherever OG Anunoby goes, his teams win a lot of games, Clark.
Yeah, you think about his second season. I mean, B.A., part of the 2019 Raptors title squad was Anunoby. I mean, his defense is superb, and it affects winning in a big-time way.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Yeah, they're playing catch-up at this point, but they've done a nice job at the free throw line here in the second half.
The Lakers lead by 5. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
He's so good at creating his own shot. He's just got an endless supply of moves. LeBron James.
Brunson surveys. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Brunson's got 40 points.
Boy, that's a winning basketball play right there. Hustle hard.
Doncic outside. Hayes with a screen on Brunson. And here's Doncic outside. And it's New York with a rebound. Anunoby's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Major force from Mikal Bridges there.
And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. James outside. Now Hayes, covered by Towns. Hayes, the pass to James. Doncic is doubled. James against Anunoby. And that one's good. James.
From mid-range, LeBron really dialed in. You can't think you're safe giving him those shots.
Brunson against Doncic. Lets it go from deep. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
He's been doing some real damage from range. 2 threes in the first half. Now 1 in the second.
On the wing, Hachimura. Back to Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. Clarkson grabs a miss.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
To take the lead. Rebounded by LeBron. James has got 6 rebounds in the game. Smart for 3. The Knicks pull it in.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Outside Brunson to tie it up. Here's Towns. Oh, and it's a big-time dunk as he slams it right over Doncic.
Towns with the creativity and explosiveness.
Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Ayton, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Reeves comes in for Hachimura.
13 foul. Karl Anthony Towns at the line. 1 shot.
And that one drops, so now they lead by 1.
Well, one of the ways you mark consistency is looking at a player's efficiency rating, and Cat is generally among the best in the league.
Now here's Reeves. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Doncic. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Outside Anunoby. Outside Brunson. Oh, the physicality of Brunson.
In the fourth quarter, he's gone 3 of 4, and they've really needed that efficiency.
115.
James inside. Hart's there. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for 1 more.
LeBron James refusing to be denied, just muscling through that foul to get the shot off.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for New York.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
They brought the hard hats and the lunch bells with them, too. Done some great work down inside.
Brunson with it. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Hart with a screen on Doncic. Now here's Brunson. Outside Hart. Pass to Towns. Gets the bucket! bucket and the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Charge to DeAndre Ayton. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. Karl Anthony Towns at the line. One shot.
And that one falls for Towns.
What you can't help but notice this half is how lights out they've been from the free throw line.
Smart outside. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. From behind the arc. The rebound by Bridges. Bridges has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Hart. Outside Brunson. Towns, right side. Cat doing what he does.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And here's Reeves outside. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Now Brunson. To the paint. Stolen by Ayton. Doncic against Brunson. James. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. 21 points for LeBron James. New York has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Outside Anunoby. It's money from deep.
Anunoby. Oh, gee, you can count on him to step up and make big shots.
Lakers trail by 3.
126.
Ayton outside. Here's James. Out of bounds. It'll be Knicks ball. New York has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Now Anunoby. Towns outside. Rebounded by Ayton. And Ayton has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Hart with a rebound.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Now Brunson. Hart outside. Here's Towns. Outside Brunson. 2 on the clock for 3. James rips down the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Oh, he cannot hit. Knicks leading by 3. Outside Brunson. Now Bridges. Here's Brunson. Bucket! That one goes!
Just get the ball to Brunson. He is used to the bright lights and relishes producing when they're on.
Now Ayton.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
And for the Knicks, their shooting has been great this game, 58%. Here's Brunson. Yes, sir, it's good.
JB, Jalen Brunson, cold-blooded in the clutch. We've seen this movie many a time before.
Now here's Doncic. Doncic is doubled. Smart fires. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Brunson. Oh, connects again. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.
Please give a big round of applause.
Takes a step back. Doncic against Brunson. Cashes it in!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes. Now here's Brunson. He launches and misses.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
It's not over yet.
Buries it!
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands up.
Outside Brunson. The 10-footer. And another one.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
I think you attack the rim here. Get the ball close to the goal, and that way, even if you miss, you might have a chance for the putback.
LeBron! And so it's the Knicks who come out on top here. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian.